What's up, guys? Martin here coming to you again. The Omni King High Lord of New York is here once again. How's everybody doing? Back again for another review, as always. It's always good to tell you what I thought about this week's books. And yeah, I had 2 days off, so I just was like, you know what? Let me just read the books that I had. Big week this week. Also a pretty good haul, especially with the Marvel on the Marvel side of the tracks. It was pretty big. Just finished out giving out all the codes on the Twitter. As always, people who asked for them, I gave them to them, and then I gave out the others that nobody did ask for. As always, shout out to me mentor and bro, BlugoblinX. Check out his channel, BlugoblinX, as well as BlugoblinX. You won't be disappointed. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be doing the reviews now. And also, all the other reviewers that review the books that they got. Comic Uno, Comic Frontline, Mr. J, the Board and Bagging Bro, Bad Boy himself, you know. That's Fat Stack of Comics. Now he changed his name. He's got a new book, so he's back reviewing them. It's good to see Mark back. It's gonna take me a while to get used to him not with the beard, because I thought that was like one of his signature things, the beard. But congrats on losing a lot of weight, dude. I appreciate it. I thought that's cool too. But enough of me showing the love and respect. Let's get to these books, right? So we're going to kick it off in DC, sandwich it in with Independent, and then we're going to end it with that big Marvel stack. So let's kick it off, shall we? We're going to kick this off with new Green Lantern New Guardians number 36. This is part 3, Act 2 of Godhead. Justin Jordan, yeah, right. I'm right. You know. All right. Yeah. Tell me I'm right. I don't want to be wrong. Yeah, I believe I'm Justin Jordan, right? Damn it. Yeah, Justin Jordan. Does a good job with this. Kyle and Carol are on New Genesis. They were taken there. Well, didn't really get taken. The High Father told him to go there, and he told Kyle he can help him pretty much with the White Lantern powers, as well as that Kyle, as the White Lantern, has the what's it called again? He has the life equation also in him, but Kyle wants to get rid of it so he doesn't hurt anybody. Carol's on the defense, and saying, can you really trust this guy? Blah, things like that. I've seen storytelling like this before, and I knew right away, High Father, he's going to use it to his own advantage. Kyle is powerless. He's powerless. Carol, she can't tap into her lantern to power herself up. So these two are powerless, stuck on New Genesis with the life equation, with the High Father, and it's not looking good as well. But it was still good. This Godhead story arc is still continuing to intrigue me. There have been some highs, there have been some lows. The next act begins in Red Lantern, and I think it's an attack on New Genesis, so we'll see where it goes. But good. All right. Harley Quinn number 12. This was a trip. Harley and an amnesic Power Girl are. It leaves off right where that last issue left. it was Sportsmaster and Clock King sends Power Girl and Harley into an alternate world where they're fighting giant pizza aliens. I'm not even joking about that. Beings. They find an alien race where a female green alien is married to a talking dog. Reminded me a little bit of Lockjaw. A lot of weird stuff in here, but it was supposed to be fun, and that's what I took it for. Amanda Conner and Palomini just do a fantastic job of just making this title fun. It's not supposed to be taken serious. It's just supposed to be fun, and sometimes that's what you want in a comic. It doesn't always have to be serious and grim and dark. Have some fun, and what do you expect from Harley? But it was just a lot of fun. Power Girl's calling Harley her sidekick. It's so funny. But that giant pizza being was just hilarious to me. I thought that was funny. Alright. Here it is. Wonder Woman number 36. This is the Finch's debut as their run begins, where we're left off with Brian Azzarello and Chang. First of all, dig the cover. Love the cover. Badass cover. As you all know, guys, if all my new subscribers out there, people that know me already, David Finch is one of my favorite artists. I love David Finch's artwork. Puts so much detail into his art. That's why, it takes so long, in a sense. But it's worth the wait. But his wife does the writing. And I have to say, right off the bat, good start, Mrs. Finch. Meredith. Very good start. I love what you're trying to do now with Diana. You're showcasing, already we get to see, showcasing the trials and tribulations that Diana's going through now, especially the psyche as well as her trying to figure out, okay, how does she deal with still being a Justice Leaguer, as well as being the Queen of the Amazons, as well as being the God of War. It's like so many things she has to deal with now. So it's also trying to figure out, okay, how does she balance all this? And, her relationship with Clark and all this other things like that. Very good storytelling. I love the scene where she faces off with Swamp Thing. Even though Swamp Thing is not the one responsible for what's going on in the book, I'm not going to spoil what's going on. I just like the ordeal of how Mrs. Finch is telling the storytelling of Diana and her mindset and how she's trying to balance out all this. And done very well. And it's the ending that really messes, oh my God. But also the fact that, what I also like is the fact that what's going on with the Amazons. They feel that the males shouldn't be on Themyscira or Paradise Island, but they are Amazons themselves. They are their brothers, and it's almost like, why are you bringing them here and things like that. So once again, like I said, Diana has all this to deal with, and I love that that's what the Finches are going to explore in their run. Very good stuff. Very good. Good jumping on point for everybody who wants to jump on board Wonder Woman, the current Wonder Woman. Alright, so we move on to Dynamite. Magnus, robot fighter. Number 8. Fred Van Lint. Good job, sir. Without spoiling too much, Magnus meets the person responsible for his being, quote unquote, his father. He realizes now what he is and what his purpose is, and good drama, very good drama in this, very good storytelling as well. Not a lot of action, but the drama is really here in this issue. Like I said, Fred Van Lint, does a great job with this series, and we're 8 issues in, and I'm enjoying the ride. Alright, I picked this bad boy up because this interests me. Legendary Comics Epochalypse, like Apocalypse, Epochalypse. Jonathan Henson and Shane Davis does the artwork. Alright, this was really very interesting. I really had to read it really slow, like, okay, what's going on? This police force here, they deal with things that aren't supposed to be. It's really hard to explain. You just got to read it for yourself. But what my gist is the fact that everybody in this world is from a different time. For example, one of the individuals in here was born in the year 1645, and it's like, okay, what the hell, you know? But it was really interesting. It had me interested, and things that get me interested, I'm gonna stay on board with. So we get to see that in this. The artwork in here by Shane Davis was beautiful. I was like, wow, this artwork is beautiful. Shane Davis does a beautiful job with the artwork in this. I'm looking forward to reading more of this. This was very interesting. From Legendary Comics, very good. I'm glad I actually picked it up. I know they look a little bit like the judges from Judge Dredd, but they're not. They're really not. But very good. A good start. Had me interested, Mr. Hennessy. So I'm gonna stay on board and see where this goes. Mr. Davis, please stay on board with this title, because I was really impressed by your artwork. Your artwork is beautiful. Alright. Move on to Valiant Comics, and this was just a one-shot, but I wanted to give it a chance. I thought it was cool. Peter Milligan, Robert Gill, Jose Villaruba, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Punk Mambo Zero. I like the cover. So she looks like a British punk. So oi, 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 yeah. Well, basically, what a Mambo is a voodoo priestess. Voodoo is voodoo, and that's exactly what she is. The storytelling in this was really good. You feel for the character here. What is her name again? I'm trying to remember her name. What's her name? What was her name again? Dang it. Victoria. Her name is Victoria. That's her name. And we get to hear her story. It begins in the swamps, the bayou of Louisiana, and then we get a little bit of her backstory of how she became to be this way. And it's very interesting, kind of sad as well. The storytelling is something I have seen before. Milligan does a good job of you wondering, of looking at it from both sides of the coin in terms of Victoria here is like, is she hero or is she villain? How are you supposed to look at this? But it was good. It's just a one shot. I thought it was going to be continued, but it's not. We get to see her pretty much cause some havoc with some of the people that supposedly spurned her, and but it was good nonetheless, and including the one that made her this way. But it was good. Man of War, number 30. Robert Venditti, sir, you just been killing it on this book since day one. Enter the Armonies. Not much really goes on in terms of action-wise. Elric is with his wife in Nebraska, and pretty much the United States government needs his help. They know they may need his help with these individuals who are armor-powered like himself, but they don't have the same power. It's not the same exo war armor, but man of war armor, but they're powerful enough, and Elric is a target for them. It's showcased at the end, but he realizes that something may have to be done about these people, and this kind of falls in the fact of what happened with the Armored Hunters, the story that was going on in the Valiant universe a few issues ago. But very good storytelling as well. I cannot wait to March when Ninjak gets his own series. I'm looking forward to that. I've always liked Ninjak. Right back. Okay, sorry about that. Last indie book, we go to ZENESCOPE. And none other than Dark Shaman, number 2 of 4. First of all, like I said before, ZENESCOPE, fucking love these covers. These covers are beautiful. My God. You know how I am with Native American. It's like, oh, it's good stuff. My God. Okay, so basically the main character in here, Colby Cinder, was taken to this pretty much to the Everglades, with some of her friends and her boyfriend Leo in the last issue, to spend some time there, but also for Colby to almost, in a sense, basically in a specific location, pretty much, to get back to her heritage, her Native American heritage. I think what tribe did they say she was? Tamaka heritage. However, she starts to have these visions of this shaman, this spirit coming back, who is like the spirit of vengeance. Pretty much he is evil incarnate, anger, torment, everything that has happened to the indigenous people of this land. He especially her tribe, he is basically their vengeance, and he's gonna devour all of them. He eats them. I'm not joking about that. And she can feel that. She senses him coming. And it's almost like a horror story. Like, he's picking off her friends one by one, especially with a lot of either animal spirits or things like that. In this issue alone, we had one of her friends get killed by a vulture, picked his eyes right out. I was like, oh my God. And Colby is trying to, she's warning her friends, but also they realize that they're not going anywhere. I mean, it's snowing in the Everglades. When the hell has that ever happened? Okay, and this is because of the Dark Shaman, and he's coming, and Colby has to really get in touch, tapped into that, back into her heritage, because if not, they're all gonna die. But this is really good. I expect nothing less from Grim Fairy Tales. Joe Bushia does a good job with the story. Erica J. Heflin, great job, my lady, with the writing and the artwork done by Sean Hill. Good job. Looking forward to the rest of this story. Alright, so let's Let's end this, guys, with the big Marvel haul. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, we're gonna kick this off with my all-time favorite hero of all. This is the guy who comes before everybody else. Amazing Spider-Man number 10. Dan Slott, Oliver Capel. Good artwork. Another one of my favorite artists. This is part 2 of Spider-Verse. Featuring the Superior Spider-Man. What the fuck? I don't care. So we get a sense now of more of what's going on. Peter is really still telling the rest of his fellow Spider-Men and women that he's like, there's got to be some kind of mistake. I'm not the chosen one, you know. And the thing is, there's a reason why he is, because the inheritance, Morlorn's race, Peter is the only one that's been able to kill and defeat one of them. If anybody remember, way back in Amazing Spider-Man 640, I believe, something around the 600 or 500. Morlun pulled Peter's eye out, and but then he came back and killed Morlun, killed one of them. So we get to see that. However, we also get to see what happened with Miles and Jessica Drew. Thank you, Marvel, for making that error that I caught. You fixed it. It's Earth 1610, not Earth 610. That's the Ultimate Universe. And we get to see what goes on there. And Miles and Jessica get helped out by Ock Spider-Man and a punk version of Spider-Man. And, of course, the Assassin Spider-Man. But we also get to see as well, Silk is really kind of feeling out of place in a sense, because of the fact that everybody they're connected to Peter somehow, or some way. So she's feeling left out. And personally, I could care less. Boo frickety who, whatever. I could care less. But we do get some more on Silk, and she's called the Bride. And she is kind of responsible for how people keep tracking the totems, the spiders. We also get to see the team break up, and we get to see where you can find the rest of them. I like the fact that all the clones went with each other, hence that's why the Scarlet Spiders, which comes out next week. Definitely looking forward to that. We get to see Silk, and she tries to take things in her own hand. She tries to play the hero to lead the inheritance away. And that's where Spider-Woman series picks up. Doc Ock being the brash and arrogant prick and dick that he always is. We get to see who Old Man Spider-Man is, and holy shit, I did not expect that, but I was very impressed, even though he died. Yes, I'll spoil that for you. But I'm like, ooh, interesting. And he tells Peter the real deal. I love the fact that Peter and Miles remember each other from the Spider-Man crossover. Well done. This was good. Still good. I'm not saying, was it perfect? No. Was Oliver Capelli's artwork perfect? Yes, it was. But the writing, it's there. I will have to agree with my mentor. Yes, do I believe that Slott's time has come to his Spider-Man run is over, focus on other characters? Yes, I do. Give somebody else a chance now. But this was good. And it looks like we're going to get a fight between Amazing and Superior once again. because Ock thinks he's the boss and bullshit, blah blah blah. Fuck it, I don't care. You know, I can go suck a dick somewhere because he's an asshole. But yeah, I'm hoping Pete puts him in his place. Like, yeah. Avengers number 38, Hickman. 6 months to time runs out. Look, this is just getting more weirder and weirder and weirder to me. There are times I'm reading this, Mr. Hickman, and I'm like, okay, where is this time? Where does this take place? The time period. The one thing I think that I actually loved is what they showcasing what happened with Shang-Chi, and I was like, ooh. I was like, how badass is that? I was like, okay. Big ups for Shang. Yes, I'm a fan of Shang-Chi, guys. And it was good to see what Mr. Hickman did with that. But still, I'm just like, okay, where is this taking place? Like, and yeah, Dick Summers is in this. It's just kind of hard to explain, guys. You just got to read it for yourself. That's just how it is. Avengers World, number 15. Nick Spencer does the writing. Who will join Doom's Avengers? This ties into Axis, and this is really, really weird. This was really weird for me to read because it's Dr. Doom, not Dr. Doom. He is apologizing for his arrogance to his people. He wants to atone for his sins. I'm like, a nice Dr. Doom. Okay. You know, Valerie is there with her uncle, and she's like, while the heroes are acting like villains and all the other heroes are kind of gone, we need to have some kind of Avengers. Fine. My problem with this issue is how it was belittling to the individuals in this book. That's my problem. I don't like how they showcase that 3D Man, Stingray, Eliza Bloodstone, U.S. Agent, even Valkyrie are like on the bottom of the barrel of heroes. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, really? I'm like, seriously? That really kind of like, oh, like really? You're making them like they're a bunch of B-listers. No, scratch that. D-listers. I'm like, oh, come on. Even Valerie jumps into the fray. She gets into like this suit of armor and helps him out. Something bad happens to Stingray. Who they fighting in this? Wanda Maximoff. Remember, the heroes are now acting like villains. So, yeah. And Doom is like, he knows that she's coming after him for everything that Doom did to her. But I just didn't like how they portrayed some of the characters. Like I said, 3D Man, Stingray. I'm like, what up? Stingray? I'm like, really? You're screwing around with Dr. Weldon? I'm like, come on. Valkyrie? I'm like, are you serious? It was like, oh God, like, you're making them look like a bunch of pussies. Come on. Really? Axis number 6. Mr. Miranda. Okay. Whoa. Alright, we're getting to see more of the heroes acting like asses and the villains acting like heroes. The ones that weren't on Genosha. Remember, the only villains, the only heroes that are acting the way they like villains are the ones that were on Genosha and the X-Men that were there. And we get to see here that the X-Men, led by Apocalypse, have taken over the island of Manhattan. And not only that, there's a secret that's going on that Sabretooth knows, and he tells it at the end. Not gonna spoil what the hell that is. We get a sense of seeing Loki try to come to his brother Thor. Thor is gambling. Daredevil goes to Iron Man and is like, what the hell are you doing? And things like that. There's a fight between them. Raven Darkham, aka Mystique, goes to her child Nightcrawler and her foster child Rogue, and once again, what Rogue is doing is killing me. My Rogue, I can't stand it. Even Kurt, I'm like, Kurt is trying to kill his mother. I'm like, whoa, this really just shows, okay, man, things have changed. But luckily, some villains like old Spidey, Nomad, Steve's son, Steve, and old Steve Rogers, and some others were not affected by that. And the other superheroes that have been minimized and imprisoned in, I think, the microverse or somewhere, but they use PEM. We saw them use PEM particles on them. It's getting crazy, and that especially what Sabretooth told Cap. Holy shit, good stuff. Yeah, I really am now enjoying Access. For all the people who kind of jumped off, jump back on. Black Widow, number 12. Edmondson. Man, this was good. Very political, but good. Very political in a sense because the world is kind of now starting to notice what Natasha has been doing, and they're trying to figure out, is she good or is she bad? Things like that. Anderson Cooper is in this book. I'm not even joking. You can see him right here. Noto does a good job with the writing, and a lot of her fellow allies are trying to wonder, what is going on, but it was really good storytelling. But just they're trying to figure out where's Natasha stand, and it ends really bad for Natasha's friend, who is a lawyer. I'm not gonna spoil what happens to him, but it does end bad, just bad. But good stuff. Mark Waid making that magic ring, just bam! I swear to God, it's like anytime. I always look forward to Mr. Waid. Killed it on this book. Daredevil number 10. Man Without Fear. I guess he wraps up his arc with Purple Man. And boy, does he wrap it up really so solid. This was good. My God. We saw the end, would end from the last issue. We saw Matt at the mercy of Purple Man, and let's just say it doesn't go too well for Matt during that time. However, Matt uses a lot of willpower and breaks free. The children of Purple Man, they are just trying to be kids. They're having fun, things like that, but Purple Man is on their tail, and he comes after them. Does Matt help? Yes. And I love how Matt defeats Purple Man without, so he doesn't control him. Purple Man can control you just by talking to you, things like that. I love how Matt was able to defeat Purple Man. It was really smart. It ends kind of happy on a note, especially for the children, but good storytelling from Mr. Waid. Like I said, wham, just makes that magic work. He just instantly makes it rain, and it's great. Good stuff here. Do yourselves a favor. Man Without Fear, Daredevil. Pick it up. And speaking of Man Without Fear, let's go to one of his exes. His ex-lover, Miss Natasha. I said Natasha. Miss Elektra Nachios. Elektra, number 8. Blackman. Fuck yes. Sorry. Sir. This is part 1 of a new story. Michael, Mr. Del Mundo, I liked your artwork, sir. But basically now, Elektra has found out who is leading the Guild of Assassins, why they put out this hit on her, and that person is someone who she's met, she's very acquaintance with, Bullseye. The only problem is Bullseye is in a SHIELD facility, a new prison. What's the prison called? It's called SHIELD High Security Detainment Facility HG-23, codename Mercury Drop. It just looks like someone dropped a teardrop of mercury. That's what it looks like. And Elektra goes there, tries to get in to get Bullseye. Does she get in? Yes, she does. But she stopped by SHIELD and Maria Hill. And Elektra's telling her, like, I need to talk to this guy. Why are you harboring this guy? She's literally saying, why are you harboring this killer? He's a murderer. Why are you doing things like that? And Elektra's got all the right of saying that. Maria Hill understands that Elektra's upset, and she even says, we're not going to kill you despite your relationship with Fury. Talking about original Nick Fury. In the end, basically, the shit hits the fans in terms of the Hand come and attack. Excuse me. Attack SHIELD and Elektra, and what their object is to get Bullseye, to either rebirth him or give him an honorable death. That's what they said. Elektra and SHIELD do their best to try to make sure the Hand doesn't get Bullseye, but unfortunately it doesn't go all too well. What the really cool thing about it was how the Hand got out of there. I'm gonna spoil this for you guys. The Hand has a freaking dragon. A freaking dragon. And even Elektra is amazed at that. She says, the Hand has their own dragon. Fantastic. That was her words. This was good. Very good. I'm surprised more people don't talk about this series or read this series. It's really, really well written. But it's good. Guardians of the Galaxy number 21, Bendis. So we finally get to see what's going on with Flash after what happened a couple issues ago. Flash is wandering the galaxy and he wants to go home. it seems that he's not been able to control the symbiote in outer space for some reason. The symbiote is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's literally nearly controlling him. And we're seeing that. He wants to go home, and he's doing anything he can to try to get home. You hear aliens talking about Earthers, like, I've been there. So he's like, hey, take me back to Earth. But they're lying. These people are lying. They haven't been to Earth. Then he goes to this weaponsmith, like, and who does he run into? Gamora runs into him, and she's like, we've been looking all over for you. And that's when the fight goes. And Gamora showcases her new knives, badass weapon she has, and Gamora, once again, she lives up to that code, deadliest woman in the galaxy. She's fighting a ticked off Venom, and she showcases like she's not intimidated at all. And she even says it, if there's any humanity left in you, Thompson, bring him out now. If not, you're dead. You're dead. Unfortunately, Peter does get to him in time. I did like the beginning of Peter talking with Kitty. I don't hate this relationship with Kitty and Star-Lord, this long-distance relationship, but it's like, I really want Kitty to stop jumping from guy to guy. She's really jumping from, she jumped from Colossus to Bobby. Now she's with Star-Lord. It's like, really? Like, whatever. But, they are able to help Flash, but Flash even told him, like, I shouldn't have came out here. I can't control it out here. I need to be back on Earth. If I'm on Earth, I can control it. Flash, and, the Guardians, they removed the Venom symbiote from Flash. And, they feel sorry for Flash. They're like, the Gamora's like, we should take the symbiote and throw it away, just jettison out into space. And Peter's like, look, if we do that, it may latch onto someone else. Drax is like, maybe we should get him a new set of legs. Remember, Flash he doesn't have any legs. He's amputated from both legs, and so he's like, maybe we should get him some new legs. And then it's the ending, and whoa. Something happens to Groot. That's all I'm gonna say. Read it for yourself. Whoa. Moon Knight, number 9. Brian Wood. Greg Smallwood does the artwork, I believe. This was psychedelically psychedelic. The doctor who is trying to help Mark, we get to know more about her, and man, does it get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into the psyche of Mark Spector and all his other alter egos, as well as Khonshu himself. And wow, holy crap, we get to see once again that maybe we get to see Khonshu. Man, Khonshu, dude, like, is it you just jump? I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it. Do yourselves a favor, just read it. You'll know what I'm talking about. Moon Knight, number 9. Here's another book that just gets trippier and trippier for me. New Avengers. Next to New Avengers. This is number 26. Once again, Mr. Hickman, I don't know where this is going. I don't know what this is going on with Tony and this and that. It's just like, holy crap. Doom is you and the Mad Thinker are using the Molecule Man for something. I'm like, whoa, wait. Honestly, where is this leading to? What is this leading to? Where is this taking place? It's crazy. I'm sorry, but I know this is Hickman, guys. It's just like, what the hell, you know? Punisher, number 12. Listen again. Sir, Mr. Edmondson. Bow and respect to you, sir. You do a fabulous job with these characters. Frank is back in LA after everything, and his contact tells him that the new Howling Commandos have something that we as Punisher fans never thought possible. Frank has family. He has some family alive. It's from his wife's side of the family. And the Howling Commandos have taken them hostage. The, what's the name of the group, the gang? The Solis gang is just completely wrecking havoc in LA. Frank knows he's gonna need guns. If he wants to do this. He knows that the new Howling Commandos have his family. LA is in a wreck and a havoc and turmoil, and he has to do something about it. But here's one thing I love. There was a scene in here that I like now that makes it even it's even cooler how Frank now is. Well done writing, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. This was really good. I love where Frank says this. He says this. I thought this was really good. He says somehow this has become my duty. This city, any city, somehow what was once revenge, black and white, bloody revenge. He's talking about white becoming the Punisher, is now the only purpose I have, which means I make far fewer decisions than I used to. I love that line. I thought that line was really well written in terms of, in the sense like, why does Frank continue to be the Punisher? Why does he keep this? It's no longer about revenge anymore. Quote unquote, if I'm not mistaken, he got the ones responsible for that. Now, why is he doing this? I like that. But I love the ending of this. It was so symbolic of basically LA, letting LA know that I'm out there and I'm going to do something about it. It's symbolic to, remember in The Dark Knight Rises when Batman put the bat signal on the, I think it was the bridge, showcasing I'm here, Gotham. Frank does something like that, and I'm going to showcase to you. He does that on the building, like, LA, I'm here, and I'm going to fix this. Good stuff. Very good stuff. You guys still with me? Almost done. Got two more for you guys. Alright, Spider-Woman number 1. Dennis Hopeless and Greg fucking Lamb. Look, for anybody out there that likes Greg Lamb's artwork, I harbor nothing against you. I don't. And it's kind of funny because I was looking through my comic collection and I started to realize I have a lot of comics that have his artwork in it. I don't like the way he draws in terms of everybody has these orgasmic smiles. People are literally in these sexual positions. It's almost like, quote unquote, the Tracer and things like that. The reason why I tolerated this is because of her. Yes, I'm a fan of Jessica Drew. I'm a fan of a lot of the Spider Women. Not just her, Julia Carpenter, Anya Corazon, May Parker, all the Spider Women you can think of. Yeah, except for this one down here. She hasn't given me any reason to like her yet. And this issue even gives it even more reason not to like her. I understand she wants to do the right thing, but it's Jessica, Silk, and Noir Spider-Man. They're in an alternate world, just trying to stay ahead of the Inheritors. And Silk makes this stupid, Jessica even says that she's green as hell. She's right. She's right. And Silk just constantly gets them in some trouble. Even something bad happens to Noir Peter in this. And it's to the point where they realize that Jessica realizes, like, look, alright, we got her. So they took Peter back to Earth 90214. I'm right, ain't I right? Tell me I'm right. That's the number of the Noir universe. Yep, 90214. They took her to Felicia Hardy's speakeasy. The Noir Felicia Hardy. And they're lying low until Peter, Anya, 616 Spider-Girl, and Gwen come and Peter tells Spider-Woman, look, we're going to have Gwen and Anya's going to watch Silk while you're going this mission. And she kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? And, but it's a mission that only Spider-Woman can do. And things don't go too well for Gwen and Ayana on their first job of being like watching Silk. Silk again just showcases like she is fucking green. But I did enjoy it. I did enjoy the writing from Hopeless. Hopeless. It's just I'll tolerate and the torture of me just looking into Greg Land's artwork. I'm like, please don't let this guy stay in his book for too long. I can do it. I can tolerate it. Just get him off that book. Please get him off that book. I can't. It's like orgasmic smiling. And I'm not talking like, I'm seeing like, and their legs all, I'm like, what the hell, man? Get him off the book. I'm sorry, I don't like Greg Land's artwork. I want to do all that stuff. Go draw some porn magazines or something, man. I don't shoot something. Like, just get off the book, man. So last book, Storm number 5. Red Pop, still doing a great job with this. Storm, this has nothing to do with what's going on with Axis. Storm is still, she's with Yukio, telling her what happened to Wolverine. And also seeing some of the things that Wolverine did to keep order. Yukio, and in this, one of the underground gangs is from Breakworld. Remember that place, Breakworld? And she challenges Storm. She challenges Storm because Yukio is Storm's Yu-Gi-Oh comes out and says Storm is my champion. So Storm and the Break World champion fight. Storm beats the guy, and we get to see what happens there at the end. I'm not going to spoil what happens to the female leader of the Break World clan. They were from the what clan were they from Break World? The Break World clan. I'm trying to remember what the clan was called. Damn it, what was it called? Clan Oakland. Yeah, I'm not even joking about that. Yeah, Clan Oakland. It ends kind of, well, because it is to be continued, but it ends really interesting, especially for Storm's point of view, and Yukio, her point of view as well. But it was good. Greg Pak still doing a great job with this title. And the artwork is pretty decent too. But we could see different views of how Yukio viewed Wolverine and how Storm viewed Wolverine. But it was good nonetheless. Oh boy. Okay, guys. Sorry, I was checking my time. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I will see you guys next time. As always, guys, yes, I'm still working on my opening. It'll be soon. I'll have an opening soon again. But anyway, guys, as always, looking forward to hearing your input. As always, you know the deal. Leave your comments in the bottom. Tell me what you thought. As well, you do that, you enter my contest. But other than that, you guys take care. And this is Mambo and Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep real, guys. I am out of here. Goodbye.